All right, we want to look at a prop firm right now, and this is a prop firm that I'll give you guys a link to, and you guys just sign up because if you need any help to correct something, we want to be here for you. We're not this company, and we're not telling you guys to put your money into this company. We're just saying this is another way how to trade. We want you all to start out trading in a demo account. Once you learn how to really trade, then we want you to trade real money. That's our goal. But some people don't have enough money to make the money they want to make trading. So, what do I mean by that? Okay, some people they want to make $1,000 a month. Okay, but if you have $1,000 to put into an account to make money, that $1,000 is going to take you a while to build that up to make $1,000 a month, right? Because you really need to think about trading like you want to make 5 to 10% a month of whatever you have in your account. So if you want $1,000, you need to say, hey, I need to put at least $10,000 to $20,000 into account to trade. Okay, so if you only have 1,000, then you're gonna have to build that 1,000 up to get to 10 to 20,000, which isn't gonna take too long, but it's gonna take a little bit of time, right? With the prop firm is different. If you have $1,000, it's very simple for you to make $1,000 a month on a prop firm because you could take that $1,000 and you could basically only use 300 of it to get into a prop firm. Well, what do you need? I just said to make 10%, you need $10,000 in an account. So you could actually do like a $25,000 account with a prop firm. And I think it's like $180. I have to give you guys a code. I think it's like $156 or something. So now you're going to get an account for $25,000. Now it's possible for you to start making, $2,500 a month. It's possible for you to make $1,000 a month really simply with a prop firm, even being very conservative when you're trading and you have an account for $25,000 and all you paid is $150. So that's why we do prop firms. That's why we teach it. So let's go to a prop firm we know about. And, for experienced traders, it's cool to have a prop firm because you can basically make it so you lose 2% a day or win 2% a day, and you can beat the challenge really quick because all you got to really do is make 10% and then you beat the challenge. Now you're in real money, and any money you make after that, you can basically take out. So it's very easy for you to at least take out the money that you put in. So we're going to talk about the one that Lakana found. She did a lot of research on it. And then after she found it, I did a lot of research on it. We had some other ones in the past that shut down, and it was because of Russia went into war with the Ukraine, and Biden said, because he did that, he started banning some of companies from Russia. And it's so crazy. This is when I found out this, but nobody knew this. The number one trading software for brokers, how to trade, was called MetaTrader 5. It was the way that everybody in the world is able to trade. Instead of you trading at an office, where you have to be in a company with people, the old way you had to trade, sitting in an office or sitting in the stock exchange in New York and trading. Now, because of MetaTrader 5, it made everybody, allowed to trade. And that's a big thing. But that MetaTrader 5 was created and developed in Russia. So when they broke out with war, like a year into the war, America said, hey, we're going to ban some of your guys' services. We're going to take some money from you guys and ban some people from moving around the world because of this terrible war. And one of the things they did was ban MT5. And, if you were trading with me back then, that made it so all the prop firms went out of business because they had to switch their software, and there was no good software back then. But now there's good softwares, web traders. There's different things that came up now that they don't need MT5 anymore. MT5 just works seamless with all trading platforms. So now different trading platforms have their own. So here we go. We have something called Think Capital, and this is an American company. There's another one called Think Trader. That's who they really go to. It's a big, super huge company. But guess what? Think Trader can't be operated in the United States. So then they came up with this company called Think Capital that basically works in the United States and uses the same software as the one that uses MT5, and they're banned from the United States. So it's just a workaround. It's pretty crazy, but you know, you look at the Trust Pilot. Let's look at the Trust Pilot first. And none of these things are going to be perfect for a prop firm, but what you want to know is if it pays out or not, because a lot of people hate prop firms because they'll lose and they'll lose their money. Even in real, you know, accounts, they'll lose their money and they'll like complain about how they lost money. And most people, unless they got a real mentor or a trader or a system, they're always going to lose until they get this, create a system themselves or learn from a mentor that really knows how to trade and teaches them. You know, 90% of people are going to lose in the market. And that's why the rich people and the people that are good at trading are going to make a whole lot of money, because they got 90% of the people are losing. So they get all that 10% of people that know how to win and the academies that know how to teach people how to win. They're going to make all the money. So let's go to Trustpilot. And this gives you on Trustpilot a 4.6. A 4.6. So this is a good rating for, you know, anybody. 274 reviews. There's one bad comment on here, or this might be like 5 or 6 or something, but mostly is a 4 and the majority is a 5. So we start looking at some of the stuff. Update to my previous review. Payout process went smoothly, paid out within 48 hours, as they say. Okay. So it pays out in 48 hours. Pick Think Capital because they're broker backed by Think Markets. Think Markets is one of the biggest companies in the world trading. That's beautiful. Bro, I got my first 5K payout last week. No issues, no delays. Very quick response in the chat. Yeah, the chat talks to you really quick. Maximum lot size for a $50,000 account. So they make it so you can't just lose your account on like one trade usually. You could if you stay in a trade long enough, but they make it so you can only trade a certain amount. So you can't go in here and make a trade and beat the thing in like 10 seconds. They're going to make you have the right lot sizes and stuff like that, right? So here is our Think Capital. And if you guys, I'm going to send the link after this call. I'm going to go ahead and send the link. If you sign up with that link, then I'll be the one that can help you. Like, you'll talk to support yourself. I'll show you how to guide through this system. But if you need me to help you talk to the support with you, I could do that, because it's like that link that I have is like you signing up, you know, under the academy. I don't own this thing, right? But it's like I have an affiliate link with this company, so they kind of respect me because I got a lot of people under me into this business. So they say they'll prioritize me more than they'll prioritize just one person by themselves. Because why? Because I'm bringing them business, and I have an academy, and they could check me out online and see how many people follow me and stuff. And they'll say, well, we want to go ahead and cater to this guy. So in the system, they'll have something that says that about me signing in and talking to them about somebody that gets in because of me. But, you know, I have no liability. I didn't create this system. I don't make anything off of it. I just make a little bit of percentage for bringing somebody to them. That's it. All right. So that's Trustpilot on Think Capital. It is great. 4.6 is excellent. It's like if you went to a restaurant on Yelp at 4.6, it's going to be some good food. So Think Capital, we'll click on this just to look at stuff, but don't sign up right now. Just wait for me to give you the link so you can be part of our academy under this. But here we go. We're looking at stuff here. And what do we want? When I send you the link, we want to sign up under Lightning Challenge. Dual Challenge means that you got to beat the test 2 times before you can get to real money. Well, if you already beat the test 1 time and you're in money, like on this phase, if you beat it once, you're in the money. And now the second time you beat it, you're actually pulling out the money into your account. That's where you want to be at. You don't want to be taking test after test to pass. You just want one test. It's the easiest one, Lightning Challenge. And then you're into real money, and everything you make after that, you'll pull in. The third one is called the Nexus Challenge. it's easier to beat these challenges because they're lower percentages for you to beat them, but you got to win 3 times before you're able to take out money. You rather win 1 time and take out money. Trust me. So what kind of way do we want to do? Right here, it shows you. You could buy right here for $299. What are we going to get? We're going to get a $50,000 account. If you want a $5,000 account, it costs $59. I got a 20% off coupon. You just put in Ramadan 20 right here. There's other stuff on the thing. This doesn't mean if you click on this and get the 25 or the 20% when I send you over the affiliate thing, this doesn't mean that now you became a Muslim, okay? It's just Ramadan 20. You're going to get 20% off. It's not saying anything about you being in a religion or anything. So here we go. $59 to buy $5,000. What do you have to do? You got to win 10% of that account. So over time, you got to win $500 to get to real money. Once you win $500, you're in real money. Now they're going to reopen the account up for you at $5,000. Anything you make, when you start making money, let's say you get up to $500 again, you could take that money out. You could take that money out. That's beautiful. Now, let's look at what can happen the wrong way. So in the daily, you can only lose 3% in your day. So you need to schedule that. That's why I always tell you, only allow yourself to lose 2% a day. So this is 3%. So you got to set your stop loss up at 2%, because in one day, 24 hours, you cannot lose the whole thing. And there's like a clock in the back office. Every time you take a trade, it resets the clock to 24 hours. Okay. You have to let that clock go down all the way 24 hours to get it to where you can start losing again, because you don't want to lose. If you lose 3% in one day, the account you lost, you'll have to buy another one. Okay. The maximum you can lose is 6% in this account. The maximum. So if you ever, lose 2% in one day, the next day you come back and lose 2%, the next day you lose 2%, then that account will close out and you're done. Okay. You could pay for the profit splits. You could pay a little extra to be at like 90%, but I think it starts off at like you split like 80, you get 80%, they get 20% of the real payout when it gets to that thing. Now, what does this mean right here? Payout frequency. This means that every 2 weeks you could get paid out. So once you pass the test, now you're in real money. Okay. Now you go up, let's say on a $5,000 account, let's say you go up $1,000. Okay. Let's say you take out $1,000. Okay. You can't, if you go back up next week, $1,000, you're not going to be able to take out $1,000 again next week. You got to wait 14 days from the last time you withdrew to get it again. Okay. This is the other way. If you want to beat it 2 times, you got to get 8%. You might as well just get 10% one time, then to get 8% one time, and then come back and get 5% the next time, right? The only thing is you could lose 4% a day and you could lose 8% overall. That's why people might choose this. This right here don't make any sense to me. Like, never, you could choose this one. It doesn't make sense either in my brain. I would never do this one either. I would only do this one, okay? Because by the time you get 8%, you should have almost had 10%. You only need 2 more percent, But right here on the third thing, you got to get 7%. Then you got to get 6% on the next test, then 5%. And you still can lose 4 and 8%. So this one should be obsolete. This makes no sense compared to this one. Okay, because why? Before you get to real money, you got to basically go up 7 plus 6 is 13, plus 5 is 18. You got to go up 18% to get into real money. Okay, right here, how much do you have to go up? You got to go up 13%, 8 and 5 to get into real money. You rather just do 10% and get into real money, okay, and just know how to do risk reward stuff. Let me see, does anybody... I'm just looking at what firms are we using now? Link Capital. Good question, Pablo. And this will be in a video. So this is what's good about, this type of broker. A lot of brokers don't even do a one-step challenge. They don't do the Lightning One challenge anymore. Most brokers don't do that. So other ones don't have that. And they don't have a 3-step challenge because nobody should ever take that. So other brokers don't have those options. They just have the 2. where you got to beat it 2 times. Let's see what else. This is broker backed. This is backed by a big company. See, there's a lot of companies that aren't backed by big companies. So somebody like me can come in and make $1 million off of this, and they might need to shut down because somebody came in and basically took all the funds, right? But this broker right here is worth billions of dollars. The Think Markets, they're huge. So they're not going to just come out one day and say, oh, we lost all our money from somebody winning. U.S. customers are allowed. Most are not allowed. U.S. customers are not allowed in most of the ones, right? Trade from what? TradeView. So you could basically set this up, sign in on your trading view, and then, you could set it up so it automatically trades for you through TradingView. Every time it says, sell or buy, you could set it up like that. It takes somebody that knows how to use computer programming to set it up like that, but you could also just trade from TradingView. It can make it easier for you. But the way that they trade, their back office is really simple. Withdraw profits to personal trading account. What does that mean? Coming soon to non-U.S. customers. So United customers can basically withdraw their profits to the personal trading account. So you can send your money to, another account that has real money in it. But you can send it to a bank account. I would take out this money in crypto. It's just the laws of America are different when it comes to crypto. So I would pull out any money that I'm trading with crypto, and then you could basically take that money and put that into your bank account through Cash App or Chime or PayPal. There's all kind of ways. The simplest way is to take the money out and put it in, a crypto broker, a wallet that basically is linked to your bank account. You could take it out, put it in Coinbase. That's centralized. I would rather pull it out in a decentralized crypto account like a Exodus or something else like that. But each his own. But the simplest way is to pull it out to your Cash App in Bitcoin, and then you basically sell the Bitcoin in Cash App. You create it to cash, and then you have it, and you got a card that you can use, an ATM card, to buy everything with that. Or you, from Cash App, once you turn it into cash, you can send it right to your bank account. So this is the one that we chose, and I'll send you guys a link out later. You want to get the Lightning Challenge. The first time you get this, I could help you guys spend some time with you on understanding how to purchase this Lightning Challenge one. But which one would you challenge? 5,000 is going to cost you $59. You have 20% off too. So that means that this is going to cost you like 40 something dollars. Okay. $25,000. I think that everybody in their trading career, even when you start, I wouldn't even want you to get this when you start. I want you to do demo trading first. But once you understand how to push buttons and you're starting to make money, then it makes sense to do this. Instead of just losing your real money, it makes sense to buy one of these. $25,000 account, and basically 20% off of this would be $160. So you'll pay like $160. You'll have a $25,000 account. Now, 2%, 1%. 1% means that you're willing to lose what? $250. So you can set up your take profit and stop loss at $250, or 2% would be what? $500 you could lose. Right? To win this trading right here, 10%, that would mean that you got to go up $2,500, which is pretty simple to do. It should take you no less than a month to go up 10% if you're just using the bot every time you trade and trading with me in the morning. It's very, very simple. So that's for people that that have low income but really want to trade. You're spending $150 for the academy. You're spending $199 maybe a month on this right here. Your total bill to make money is about $150, $200 right here, which is $350. Now, what would you want to make on $2,500 account a month? You're trying to make at least $1,000 to $2,500 a month. That means that you're trying to make like 5 to 10% a month on this account. That's it. It's very, very simple. And now you spend $350 a month for your whole trading. You have an account now that can make $1,000 to $2,500 very simply. And, think about if you hit that one time. If you hit just 5% of this account. Let's say you go up 10%, and then the next month you go up 5%. Now you made $1,000 trading, and you're only paying $300 and something a month. Well, you're not even paying this again. You're only paying $150 a month at that point, and you already have this account. Now, this account doesn't go bad after you pull the money out. It just keeps on going, and you build it back up, and then you pull out money again. That's a good one. Now, for people that have a little bit more money, I would advise them to do a $50,000 account. That's $299, which would be like $240 basically. Now you could basically make $5,000 a month on this account. This is for people that want to pay like their mortgage, or you want to pay all your bills and things like you want to pay your rent, and you want to pay all your groceries and all, your car and everything. Some people, $5,000 would take care of all their bills. And now the job that they have is being able to be saved because they're not on bills, and they're being able to go travel and stuff like that. So for this kind of account right here, this is for the people that want to make like $2,500 to $5,000 a month. Now, when you get into this $100,000 area right here, this is for people that have, some spare change around. $500 might be nothing to them. $5,000 might be a lot to your family, right? But it might be something that you have saved up together, and you want to really, boom this out. Once you learn how to trade, probably take about a month or two to learn how to push the buttons. And then after that, let's say after 2 months, then you get into this account right here to where you're spending, $400 to get this account because it's 20% off right now. And you're able to trade $10,000. Now, what is that going to do? That means that at 5% a month, for you to win, you're going to be making $5,000. $5,000, $5,000. Well, that's what everybody needs to pay a lot of their bills, right? But there's some people that have higher bills. They got mortgages. They got stuff, they want to fix the roof. They want stuff like that. So when you're trading $100, you're looking to really make what? $10,000 a month. And I don't care who you are, unless you're like Elon Musk or Bill Gates or something, $10,000 a month extra for trading, an hour a day, 4 to 5 days a week. You're spending, think about this, you're spending 4 hours a week. I spend about 5, I'm going to be, totally transparent. I spend about 5 hours a week or more sometimes. Sometimes when me and LaCon are just sitting around, the bot will go off on Telegram and I'll take the trade real quick. And I just set up a take profit and stop loss. So that's like me looking at this and taking 2 minutes of my time to put in the trade. And if it goes up, I win. If it goes down, I lose, or vice versa. And that's it. I don't look at the trade all day. LaConna was looking at my trades yesterday. I was like, babe, I don't want to get out at that amount. I want to just let the thing, get me out when it gets to it. I'm very patient with trading because I've been doing it so long. So what is this saying? 4 days a week, let's say 5 days if you're a master trader, 5 days a week times, well, we already know what that is, times 1. Anything times God is itself. So if we put 5 people or 6 people and we times it by God, then it's always going to be itself, because God's going to be inside of us if we're believers. But I love that part of it. 1 times 1 times 1 is God, the Father, the Son, the Holy. Okay. But okay, here we go right here. I'm always a pastor first. I always remember that. 5 times 1 equals what? 5 hours a week. So 5 days a week, I'm trading 1 hour a day. That's 5 hours a week. Okay. Now times that, and there's 4 weeks out of the month usually. And how much is that? That's 20 hours. I spent 20 hours trading this month. Okay. Let's just say I make $10,000. So how much am I making an hour if I make $10,000? And I got to times that by what? Or divide. Which one am I doing? Let's do divide first. That means that I'm making how much an hour? I'm making $500 an hour. So if you get $100,000 account for, that price that it was a second ago, it was like what? It came up to $400 for that. And you're making $10,000 a month, and you're only trading 20 hours a day because you're just taking those trades from the bot, getting in, getting, setting up your stop loss, take profit, and walking away, right? And you're only trading with me on this call in the morning for like an hour. We're running over right now because I love y'all, but for like an hour in the morning right here. And we only trade 3 times a week on this call: Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So that means that's 3 hours. You still have 2 hours to trade. You still need to be watching some videos in the back office for an hour, and you need to be trading for yourself for an hour. I would think like a new trader should be trying to trade spending about 10 hours a week on this. They should be watching like 3 hours of videos, trading with me for 3 hours. That's 6 hours. And they should be trading by themselves for 4 hours, trying to figure out everything and pushing the buttons and getting ready to go. The more professional you get at trading, the less time you take because you're just using the tools. I don't got to study these trades no more. I don't got to sit here and say, is it going to go up or down, and really study it like I used to. I could just see right here. I could look at the metrics. This is what Lakana, once I showed her this, she always wants to be on this, the metrics, but I'm looking right here for a trade to be called. That's all I'm doing. I'm going over different times. This said it was going to sell right here and won this trade. That's all I got to do. I just got to look at stuff like that. It says right here, right? There's no trade on this one, but I can switch to US 30. And US 30 went down. That's the trade that we had, so we won. So let's see what it says here. It tells us right here at 5:30 in the morning to take a sell, and we would have won a lot of money. Let's see how much money we would have won if we would have took this trade. And Ricky could have did this because Ricky's in the East Coast. This is easy for him to take a trade an hour earlier. It's 10 o'clock his time right now. So we would have won $5,000 right here on this trade alone. Just this trade right here at 5:30 in the morning if we would have took it. Right? So all I got to do is look at this right here. I take this trade right here, 4-hour trade. It says to go up, and I get out right here. $7,000 I just made off a $1 lot trade. Okay. That's all I have to do now is just listen to the Telegram. So the Telegram is right here, and it's telling us all the trades, right? So we go to the bottom of the Telegram at 7:06. It gave us this trade for gold to go up. Okay, that's all we got to do. Very, very simple, right? This is what I used to have to do. I didn't just look at this. I had to go and look at all this information plus this information and decide if this is a good trade or not. Now I have figured this out with the Lord, gave me the strategy that figures it all out for you. And all you got to do is look at this for a buy or sell. Before I had to look at all this. What's this doing? What's that doing? And I got to measure it up right when it happens. I got to make sure that it happens right here and there. And all this stuff is going in the same direction. I don't have to do that anymore. I set up the bot to do that. But you can still learn how to trade like that. It's in the back office if you want to learn the strategy, right? All right. So that's about it, you guys. Very, very simple trading formulas for us. Everything's simple. We could have a broker and we could trade in the regular way that I just showed you guys how to trade in here. And we could also go to Think Capital and trade like that. 100,000. I don't tell anybody, don't even worry about a discount yet. Don't worry about a $300,000 account until you beat the $100,000 account. Once you beat the $100,000 account, because the average person comes in here and gets a $100,000 account. Okay, so when you get a $300,000 account, beat the 100,000, spend some of the money and upgrade and spend the money on this. Don't spend this out of your own pocket. This is $3,000 something dollars, right? You want to beat the $100,000 challenge. This what? $100,000 challenge is $500. You want to beat that first before you move up to the 300. Now, why would you move up to the $300 challenge? If you won $10,000, put back and buy this right here, because now you're going to have a $100,000 account and a $300,000 account. You could trade on both of them, and you could be riskier on both of them, because the 100,000, every time you go up, you could cash out in 14 days. But this one right here, you take your time with this one and win this test and then build it up again. Why? Because if we're trying to make $10,000 a month off a $100,000 account, we're trying to make $30,000 off of this, and we're only spending $1,400 and we're making $30,000. Even if you make 5% on this account, you're making $15,000 a month. $15,000 a month is nothing to sneeze at, but $30,000 a month, how much is that? Let's go to $30,000 a month and let's see, because some people make about $40,000 to $50,000 a year. If we're making $30,000 a month, so you got to times this by 12, how much are you making? $360,000 a year. That means you're making $1,000 almost a day. $1,000 a day. 365 days in a year, you're making $360,000 a year. So $360,000 a year, now you're like a lawyer. You're a doctor, right? But you're still, don't forget that you're only trading 20 hours a month. All you're doing is switching the lot size on a trade. You're using the same trading system, you're in the same academy for 150. Nothing ever goes up for you except for how much money you make. You're using the same system once again. You're trading for only 20 hours a month still, but now you're just changing what the lot size is. At $100,000, you're trading one lot size. At $300,000, you're trading three lot size. You're using the same trade, same everything, and you're just changing the lot size. That's how you make money. All right, you guys, God bless. Hopefully you guys learned a lot. Text me if you need any information or if you're stuck or anything. Let's get you back rolling. And there's real money in trading. I just got to help you unlock how to really get this money. So now I'm teaching you about prop firms. If you don't have a lot of money to trade at first, you don't have $5,000 to get into a trading account. Okay, this is what I'm saying. Let's go over brief details. $5,000 to start trading, right? You could start out with $5,000 trading for $50 to get a $5,000 account. If you want to make 10% on your money and all you really want to make is an extra $500 for your family, you could spend $50 and we can make that with you by you passing a test and then making that every month 10%. Okay. Now, if you put in $5,000 into an account and you start trading and you start losing that, once you lost $50, you lost basically this whole $50 or $5,000 account, right? That's what I'm trying to explain to you. So I want you guys to, start out the level you want to. I would tell somebody, like, once they know how to trade, to at least start off with the $25,000 trading account, because then you're trying to make $2,500. And I think $2,500 extra money in anybody account is going to help them, right? So once you beat this and you get that $2,500, then you don't have to spend right here $199 again and buy another one of these. Now that I just made $2,500, let's say my second month, my first month, I beat the test for 10%. The second month I went up 10% again and I made $2,500, pulled that out. And now I'm winning. I got the trading system. I'm only paying $150 a month, right? And then now I'm going, okay, well, I got $2,500. I paid off the trading system. And now I'm going right here. Bam, rock steady. I'm paying $500. I'm getting in here and I'm trying to make $10,000 a month. This is for people that want to be serious about trading. This account right here. Okay. And then when you get, more involved and you get that money from the $10,000, now you go ahead and say, I have $10,000. Let me spend about 10% to get this account right here. And let me try to beat this and make $30,000. Because once you start making $30,000 a month, you'll never look back. You'll be unemployable. There's no job that you can have that's going to pay you $30,000 a month. Now there's careers like being a doctor or a lawyer. They'll pay you $30,000 a month. There's businesses that you can own that will pay you $30,000 a month, but there's no job in America, just a regular job that you could just come into a job and make $30,000 a month, unless you're some crazy programmer or unless you're like a super specialist at something. All right. Right on, you guys. God bless. I will make this video for you guys, and I'll go ahead and put the link to this broker right here for you guys to go ahead and choose. Only choose a lightning round, and start out with the 5,000 if you want to. That's only $50, everybody can kind of pull that together. All right. God bless you guys. Have a great day.